Good evening. How's it going today? As you noticed today, I don't have a Brian on either side of me, but we are excited to celebrate episode number 100 of our live stream. Thank you very much for supporting us for 100 episodes, and we hope that you'll join us tonight and watch us try to find something very special in these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles UniVersus packs. Actually, what we're looking for is a serialized card, which were only printed in quantities of 100. So it seems appropriate to be opening these tonight. I am still Joe. Brian, of course, is not here this evening. He had some other commitments, but we're going to celebrate episode 100 in a week or two. And we're going to do some jank. We're going to do a mega jank episode. Hello, Leah by the Lake. Thank you for joining with your Ninja Turtle. Excellent use of emojis. And I'm excited for tonight. These cards actually we got when we made a little trip to the States a couple weeks ago, and was the only place that I had seen them. So we had to get them and bring them back. I have 8 packs, and we're on the hunt. Zachary Carrick, how do you do, sir? Thanks for stopping in tonight. And Zach, congratulations on your cord from a couple weeks ago. Stellar turnout from everybody, and congratulations on finishing. As I understand, it's not an easy race to finish, and you did it. So congratulations, and thanks for coming by tonight. And of course, thank you for repping Flooded Studios, my design studio, with your jersey, and that was really cool to see all the photos that went around and all the videos, and then to have Kawasaki Canada share the post with you in it. So awesome job, dude. I'm glad to have been there in spirit. I'll give you a little bit of a breakdown on these cards here, so you can see the different packs with Bebop and Rocksteady and the Turtles. And in these are over 180 cards of the standard set. There are 15 playable characters. And then there's a couple of kind of retro-inspired cards, Mutant Mayhem, Tales of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and action figures-inspired cards in the set. There's some special ooze treatment cards. It's a subset. The jersey gave you more horsepower. You know what? I hear my jerseys make you a better drummer, but I didn't know they made you a faster rider. So I'm going to put a quote somewhere on my website that says that, so I appreciate it. In these, there's a subset of 20 cards, something like that, that glow under blacklight to represent the ooze of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is crazy. Of course, anybody who is of my age or thereabouts probably grew up a big fan of the Ninja Turtles. And then the other thing, as I mentioned, with only 100 of each made, there are 8 serialized cards in this set. There are tons of rarities in this set as well, with, of course, your common, uncommon, rare. Then you get your character uncommon, character rare, character secret rare, alt arts, and everything else. So let's just get into it and see what we can pull. And there we go. Let's start with the Turtles. There we go. The real thing is, how do you get into these packs? Kimberly Currick, it is Turtle time. Thank you for joining. It's a family affair. So there's our UniVersus pack. Louise, hello. Thank you for joining in tonight. The blacklight idea is super cool. I'm hoping we pull one of those. I don't have any blacklights in the office, but we'll see if we can get some pictures and post them on our socials. So this is pack number 1, 14 plus, 11 cards per pack. And on the back it says, "Cowabunga, dudes! Cards in this booster pack offer a radical opportunity to expand your collection and enhance the turtle power of your TMNT deck." I'm going to move the camera because I can. It's so much fun to have you all join our chat each week. As I mentioned, this is episode number 100 of our live stream, so pretty excited about this. when Brian and I started this, it was just meant to be just having some fun. So when myself or Brian can't make it one night, we both feel bad that we can't, but it's also like, hey, you know what? You got to live your life, go do your things, and when we can do these together, it's even better. So let's see. Youthful optimism, mean intentions, reboot, and already you can see the singing fish. You can already see the difference in styles. We've got. Are we talking about Brian here?
Don't forget that old guy!
Don't forget that old guy! Youthful optimism is kind of digital art. We've got this one. We've got the old cartoon style. So I love already that they've mixed up the styles. We have singing fish. And so far these are all commons. Martial knowledge. I guess that's Splinter from one of the newer versions of TMNT. Cold and calculating. Ooh, Rocksteady. This is a character common. And this is a full art Rocksteady easily angered. That's fun. I'll put that aside. Ooh, foil. This is our rare foil. Disable enemy machines. I don't know if you can quite see the foil in there. A cool foil treatment here. I'll put those aside. Here's our anti-mutant neutralizer. This is an uncommon. Above the City, uncommon. And Grip of Cruelty, uncommon. These are pretty cool cards. Now, one thing we like to do is check out the backs of the cards that we open. For those of you who watch before, I've designed the back of Genesis Battle of Champions, as well as some concept work for a couple of other trading card games. So we always like to look at the backs and see what they are. I think it's the unsung hero of card games. And yeah, that's kind of what you expect. UniVersus isn't just a Ninja Turtles game. There are tons of different subjects in the franchise. So keeping it nice and simple, straight across, they don't have to change it every set, and I think that's probably a smart way to do it. Magic does the same thing, of course, with the way that they have the different sets and subsets. So let's keep going. Well, yeah, I agree. These are pretty fun, but I'm not used to these hang boxes, so they are a little bit odd to open. If we do happen to pull a serialized card, I was looking at them earlier online, and they go for stupid amounts of money. So, cross your fingers. All right, another singing fish. Quarterbacking from HQ. Daily meditation, Splinter illustrated. Martial knowledge. Gator roll. Disintegration. A Mega Mutant. There's a character common. This is a giant mutant. After you play an attack, it gets +1 speed and +1 damage for each ally in your card pool. I like the layout too. I like the design of the cards. Overall, I'm actually quite impressed by these. There's our foil. This is a rare. Concern for Rocksteady. Creating a family. Here's an uncommon. Young and free, uncommon. And angry I love the face. That makes this card for me. Did any of you watching, do you have any favorite... the variety of art styles is definitely my favorite part. Did you have any favorite Ninja Turtles characters? Or did you watch the Ninja Turtles? Even though the art is all different from the different eras of the Turtles, I like that it still all looks pretty cohesive. Another singing fish, so this is a very common card. Reciprocate. Roadhog. Brick wall. Virtuous plans. After you block with this card, Flip the blocked attack after it resolves. Gator Roll. Mega Mutant, another one of those. So there are only 15 of those character common cards. Mikey, definitely. Well, here's Donnie. Here's Donatello with his bow staff. That's our foil for the rare. Slow but Strong is our uncommon. And Belly Bump. Oh, we have one more. Chair Spin. Those are all uncommons there. So, Casey Jones, you like him, do you? I've got a sound for that somewhere.
A Jose Canseco back. Tell me, you didn't pay money for this.
Yes. Casey Jones is just a tough guy. We've got Roadhog, Hold On Tight, Collecting Scraps, Watermelon Slice, Misguided Big Brother, Chair Shove, almost looks like Spider-Man with his costume there, Team Turtle, April O'Neil, high school reporter. We were just talking about April earlier today, Leah and I. So that's your character common. Brotherly Love is your rare foil. Mechazoid, Grounded, and So Many Regrets. Look how much regret he has. You know, when it comes to villains, I was a big fan of Krang, and I hope that there's some Krang in this set. I can't see why there wouldn't be. But Bebop and Rocksteady can't be the only bad guys. Catching Air. Hungry for Pizza. Funky Breath. Misguided Big Brother. Technological Advantage. Chair Shove. There's another Mega Mutant. Wingnut Sabotage. I forgot about Wingnut. Look at that guy. So this is an ultra rare, this one here. We have Heavy Toss, Tool Toss, and Redirecting Push. Yeah, a little bat. Yeah, that Wingnut's a pretty cool card. I like the art, and the fact that it's ultra rare is kind of nice. So we're on pack number 5, number 6 actually, of 8 packs. So we're just kind of blowing through these a little bit, but I'm really enjoying the art of these. I like the names of cards like Chair Shove, Watermelon Slice, Hunger for Pizza. I like games that have fun with their theme, and I think if you look back at the history of the Ninja Turtles, everything was meant to be just a little bit fun. Let's see if I've got a sound that would line up with that one. But this one takes a minute to start. Collecting Scraps.
Hey, this is the 10. The tab's 13. You're 2 minutes late, dude.
Ah, come on. I couldn't find a place.
Wise man say, forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza.
It's true. Never pay full price for late pizza. Reciprocate. Leonardo's Discipline. Oh, he looks like he's in trouble. Gator Roll. Defend the Innocent. Leatherhead Eager Expat. There's our character common in this pack. Add the top card of your rival's deck to their card pool face down. If they have 10 or more foundations, add the top 2 cards of their deck to their pool face down. The response is discard one card. After an attack is not blocked, it gets +1 or -1 damage for each card in your rival's card pool. So you can really add up some hit points there. Our foil is a Ground and Pound rare. It has Blitz. If there's a throw attack in your card pool, this attack gets +1 speed and +1 damage, and you draw one card. I really like the foil treatment on these. Uncommon, wipe out all humans. I'm awesome. Ancient Secrets of Ninjutsu. Alright, second last pack. So we've decided these are actually really great looking cards. I think that's the consensus, which is fantastic. And I think Magic should do a Ninja Turtle set. I think that's just what has to happen. As far as pulling out that serialized card, like I mentioned, there's 100 made of each of the 8 cards. So it's pretty rare, but you never know. Hungry for pizza. I should have saved that sound effect. Let's do this one.
Cowabunga!
Woo! We've got Dive Bomb Tackle. Go in loud. Again. Always hungry. Sorry, that's me. Always angry. Growing up fight. Look at the cute little turtles. Alright, that's the cutest card of the whole set. Build one foundation with printed difficulty 2 or less from your card pool. Totally not jealous. Bebop! Alright. That's a character common. Bebop Burly Brawler. Awesome card. Stunt Baton Thrust. There's a rare foil. Shawn Mendes was amazing. A short show, but holy moly, it was solid. Hit after hit, song after song that was, just all the energy. The band's tremendous, and our seats weren't terrible either. Leah and I were in the 5th or 6th row, so it was cool to see and cool to witness. And there was a little bit of confetti at the end. Shock Baton Jab. And going out. No Krang yet. Okay, well, let's look at the last pack. See if we can get some last pack magic. Even if it's not a serial card, I wouldn't mind some Krang. Some Shredder. Have we seen Shredder yet even? All of the confetti. The girl in the car next to us after the show, she had a whole bag of confetti that she took with her. It's not like they're going to reuse it, so she's got a bag of Shawn Mendes confetti. Yeah, freaking out. There's some ooze. Not one of the blacklight ones, but there's some ooze. Mean Intentions. Dive Bomb Tackle. Martial Knowledge. Out to Lunch. Shopping List. Master Splinter has given us a very important mission for tonight. We must use stealth and cunning to infiltrate the human world and retrieve Gogurt. Another April O'Neil, Team Turtle. We have Chucking Cars. This is an ultra rare. And I can't quite make out who throws the cars. But it's an ally. So that's cool. There's your ultra rare Chucking Cars promo. We have Machine Mayhem. A Chair Spin. And Redirecting Push for our last uncommon. I'll pull up those foils and the full art again. We'll just do them one at a time. Although we have some duplicates. We have Team Turtle, April O'Neil, high school reporter. Bebop, definitely the top of my list for this set. Leatherhead, eager expert. I love the art style in this little the set of the characters because it's all that kind of graffiti, kind of urban style in the design, and I really dig that. Whoops, you can't see it. There we go. So Team Turtle, Bebop, Leatherhead, Mega Mutant. Maybe that's who's throwing. That's who's throwing the car. Is Mega Mutant. I'm going to put that aside and we can take a look. There's another April, and 2 more Mega Mutants, and Rocksteady. So we did get the brothers. We did get Bebop and Rocksteady, which is super fun. They were both the character commons, so not an alt art. And I'm happy to see that they're together again. Let me just pull up the foils, and we'll look at chucking cars last so we can compare it to the character card. But here is Stun Baton Thrust, and you can see he's getting electrocuted. You can see his skeleton there. This is a rare. It's almost like an underwater effect for the foil. We have Ground and Pound. That's a rare. Wingnut Sabotage, ultra rare. So you can see this is almost a full art, but the I guess the border is just silver instead of being black. Brotherly Love, rare. Donnie's Bowstaff, that's a rare as well. Concern for Rocksteady. There's a rare. And Disable Enemy Machines is also a rare. And again, there's that kind of water ripple sunlight. So let's look at chucking cars. And like I said, I couldn't tell at first who it was, but it looks like Mega Mutant is the one chucking cars. So that's your ultra rare in that pack. And let's get that foil happening. There we go. They definitely look cooler. Oh, there we go. Maybe that angle's good. You can see how vibrant that reflection is. So chucking cars, ultra rare, being thrown by Mega Mutant. Well, that's cool. These are the 2 ultra rares we got: Wingnut and chucking cars. And he is freaking adorable, that's for sure. Let's switch back over to Joe. There we go. Well, thanks everybody. Just a quick look at the UniVersus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set, and you know, a couple of decent pulls. So I'll have to check those out. Zach, it covers a couple of packs. I guess we'll have to go back to Cleveland to get some more. That's just how it works. And again, thank you for joining on episode 100. I didn't open up a beer tonight, as you know, I wanted to save it for when Brian comes by. But you know what I didn't do? Let's have some water. What a way to end 100 episodes with a can of fuzzy water. So I don't know what our plan is for celebrating. I mentioned to Brian we'll do some jank next week or maybe the week after. And maybe we'll do a giveaway. That would make sense. We should do that. So join us then. Again, thank you for joining. If you're watching right now, thanks for joining live. If you're watching later, appreciate you checking in. And don't forget to leave a like or a comment, or if you don't subscribe already, maybe do that. And we're usually live around 8 o'clock every Tuesday. So you can click the dinger, subscribe. You'll get notified when we go live. And it'll remind you to stop eating dinner, stop feeding the kids, and come watch the show. Remember, if you want to find us online, you can email us at hello@imperialpulls.com if you've got some card games you want us to open, or some suggestions or requests, or just to say hello. If you go to imperialpulls.com, it will bring you right here to our YouTube page. And Happy 100, Speed Robo on his mom's computer. Thank you, Speed Robo. Thank you very much. And if you want to find us anywhere else, you can find us at ImperialPulls on TikTok, Facebook, Discord, and Blue Sky. So again, thank you everybody for joining us for 100 episodes. This is exciting that we've made it so far and just doing this to have some fun. So until next time, we'll see you then, and hopefully I'll have Brian by my side. Take care, everybody. Thanks again.